Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from Hanson Field on the campus of Roseville High School in Roseville, California. I'm Joey Gonzalez with Jason Patterson on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Del Oro Golden Eagles against the Roseville Tigers. Del Oro comes into tonight's game with an overall record of 2-4, while the home team Roseville Tigers is 1-5. So taking a look at both teams here as I bring in my partner, Jason. It's the second week here in league play. It's Sierra Foothill League play. Del Oro coming in with a big win last week over Wood Creek. 1-0 in league, 2-4 overall. They are ranked number 16 in the Sac B latest rankings here, Jason. They're the reigning D3 section and Sierra Foothill League champions. They're looking to three-peat as Sierra Foothill League champions, but off to a tough start early on, going 0-4. But don't let the record fool you. What can you tell us a little bit about Del Oro's coming in? They've been able to bounce back a two-game winning streak. How have they been able to do it?
Well, obviously, like if you've ever paid attention to any of Del Oro's games, they do lots of running and just smash-mouth football, constantly driving down the field, wasting lots of clock and also scoring points at the same time. So obviously a good thing for them. The number to look out for today, who's making his first start back, is 32, Brandon Monroe, off his fresh injury. I think you knew a little bit more about the injury than I did, but I'm a little interested to see. He is committed to you said San Jose State. So I'm always interested to see, new guys out there fresh off an injury, to see how he's affected by that knee injury. So I'm definitely interested to see how tonight goes.
Yeah, you said it exactly. Number 32, Brandon Monroe, the San Jose commit, has already committed to San Jose State. Injured his knee back in week 2 against Burbank. They thought it could have been a partially torn meniscus, but he's been practicing all week and he's ready to go tonight. Didn't get the signal whether or not he's going to go ahead and start, but they've been doing well. I mean, they've got a rushing attack led by junior running back Dylan Cainrath, who's carried 84 times for 312 yards and 3 touchdowns. They lost the season opener to nationally ranked Oaks Christian in a blowout, but the next 3 losses were by a combined 9 points to nationally ranked Westlake, and then followed up by losses to Burbank and Grant, who have been playing very well. Maybe Grant has an off year, but Burbank definitely a surprise in the Metro League this year. So they righted the ship a couple weeks ago with a win at Union City Power Logan High School, and then followed that up with a big win last week against Wood Creek to open Sierra Foothill League play, beating them 38-7. On the other side of the ball, you're looking at the Roseville Tigers. They lost last week big to Granite Bay, unfortunately. So they're coming in 0-1. 1-5 overall. Like Del Oro and the other Sierra Foothill League teams, they understand the importance of scheduling top teams in order to strengthen their strength of schedule ranking. However, sometimes that comes at a price, and so they've lost to teams such as Pleasant Grove, Folsom, and Cosumnes Oaks. Basically, here tonight, Jason, what does Roseville have to do to make this either close or just to right the ship here against Del Oro?
Well, like you said, Del Oro's got that explosive running game, so I would say they're definitely going to have to make sure that they don't let the running game just destroy them. One thing I was down on the field earlier, and I've been kind of hanging around all these Roseville kids, and they're definitely hyped for tonight's game. They're out here. They have a big crowd. Everybody's here, ready to go. Don't let the overall status of their record fool you. This crowd is here behind the Roseville Tigers, and the Roseville Tigers are here to try to beat Del Oro and make a statement that they're not here to be pushed over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, defensively, they play hard, they play tough, but they are a young, inexperienced squad. And unfortunately, sometimes what happens with the young, inexperienced squad, they only have, I believe, 4 senior starters on both sides of the ball. And so what happens with the young and experienced squad, you get a lot of mistakes. So some turnovers. They were in a game for a while a couple weeks ago against Pleasant Grove, but some turnovers really hurt them. So it'll be interesting to see how how Roseville comes in and competes against Del Oro. So, folks, that's going to do it for tonight's PlayOnSports.com pregame show. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a few minutes. It's Friday Night Football beginning next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, coming to you live from Roseville, California. I'm Joey Gonzalez with Jason Patterson on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the 2-4 Del Oro Golden Eagles again visiting the 1-5 Roseville Tigers. Roseville has gone ahead and taken the field. Roseville in their home, a black and orange, and Del Oro in their all-white unis. The kicker is deep, taken there down at the 2-yard line. There's Brandon Monroe. Brandon Monroe, fresh off the injury, taking it all the way down to the 40. He's got more. He's looking to score. He's got one guy left to beat. He's getting in for the touchdown. An opening kickoff by Brandon Monroe, and what a way to come back off of a week, 3 weeks worth of injury there, Jason.
Yeah, we were just talking about how you need to watch number 32, and he takes the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Obviously not committed to San Jose State for no reason. He looked really explosive there. He got through his holes, made a nice stiff arm there towards the end, pulled the Heisman pose, and got in the end zone. Very nice.
A 98-yard return for Brandon Monroe, taking it to the house, the opening kickoff, and Del Oro strikes first. Fast and furious is the way they like to play. So special teams will go ahead and take the field here as they line up. The extra point is up, and it's good. So we'll go ahead and take the break here as Del Oro's first to strike on a 98-yard return there from Brandon Monroe right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So they wasted no time there, Joey. They came out here, the Golden Eagles did, and they got 7 points real quick. Let's see what Roseville does to catch back up to this game, because they're already playing catch-up not even 4 seconds into, or roughly 4 seconds into this game.
Absolutely, yeah. Just a 98-yard return there. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 11:46 to play. Just took 14 seconds off the clock. Good job of running there by Monroe, looking for the seam and just basically part of the C there. So good job upfield blocking. Here's a kick. It's taken deep. There's a whistle on, so it looks like it may be a penalty here. Going to go against Del Oro, or maybe the official just did not, players weren't set here.
Well, let's get back to Brandon Monroe. Obviously, off a knee injury, did not look like that. It phased him at all on that kick return. He was very quick, just looking real good. Not, like I said, real quick into the game, and he's already putting highlights up. So we've got a whole lot of time left to see what this kid can do.
So now here to kick here for the Del Oro Golden Eagles, that's Andrew Powell. I'm sorry, no, my mistake. No, that is Mason Humes, the kicker here, as his kick is deep. It's going to be taken right at the 20 here. You're going to looking for some blocking. Get taken down from behind. That is Matt Rosano. Matt Rosano, one of the bright spots here for this young Roseville ball club.
Yeah, he's listed here as one of their captains, I believe they said. So obviously it's a good ball, or a good person to have the hands on the ball for the opening kickoff would be one of your captains. So here we go with the quarterback, number 15, Kyle Downey, coming out here to start this game. Let's see how the Roseville Tigers answer back to the quick score from the Golden Eagles.
So let's start off 1st and 10 from their own 31. As you said, Kyle Downey, there it's quarterback. He's going to get dropped back. Just got back, maybe even lost a yard. I'm trying to see who the player was on the tackle. It looked to me to be Kyle Wells there on the tackle for Del Oro. So it brings up 2nd and 11 from the Roseville 31 as Kyle Downey comes back into the huddle. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson. You have Brian Hassler, our producer, on-site producer, and Victor Adams running video for you tonight here from Roseville, California. It's the Sierra Foothill League second week in As a handoff there taken by Bryce Crouch, only a sophomore. Bryce Crouch gets a couple of yards upfield.
We're going to see a lot of sophomores for the Roseville High Tigers tonight. Like you said earlier, they're a very young team, so lots of sophomores, not too many seniors, full of juniors, young team. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of running since they're extremely young.
Yeah, Roseville likes to run the ball an awful lot. Averaging 160 yards per game rushing. Here's Downey, set back to pass. Pass was incomplete, knocked out of the way. And quickly there to make the stop, or at least make the deflection, was Troy Klein there for Del Oro. Brings up 4th and 6 punting situation, and this is one of the things that Roseville can ill afford is to these short possessions. Is 3 and outs here, Jason.
Yeah, I agree. 3 and out to come back after a kick return for a touchdown is not the way that you wanted to keep, or to get Mr. Momentum back on your side. This is obviously Momentum is hanging out on the Del Oro side of the football right now.
Fortunately, can't see who's back here to receive for Del Oro from my angle. It is Brandon Monroe there to receive. So Monroe getting a lot of action. His first action back. He's going to be dropped down right at about his own 28-yard line.
Yeah, the kid's obviously got a lot of confidence in himself. Refused to call the fair catch there. He pretty much decided that none of these sophomores on the other side of the ball was going to be able to tackle him there, and he wanted to see if he could make something happen. I'm interested to see him in the running back position, so let's see what happens here.
Yeah, absolutely. So this will be our first opportunity to check out the Del Oro offense. Del Oro likes to run an awful lot. They like to run behind Brandon Monroe, and he's going to get tripped back there. That was loss of down. Zach Labar gets dropped back. May have had the center step on his own foot.
Yeah, he looks like he's hobbling a little bit.
So a loss of 1 brings up, actually no loss in the play, brings up 2nd and 10 from the Del Oro 29. Del Oro runs a lot from the pro set. Here's a handoff. Brandon Monroe takes it. No, I'm sorry, that's not Monroe. That is number 42, Dylan Cainrath. Who did a lot of good spot duty in for the injured Monroe while Monroe was out. But Cainrath doing a good job picking up that first down using that speed.
What a huge hole he had to run through there, Joey. I could have drove a 2x4 or a 4x4 truck through that thing. Dooley would have fit in that hole. That was great work by the offensive line. He was able to make a big hole, and he ran right through. That was good running there by Del Oro.
1st and 10. Here's a handoff. Labar to Cainrath. Cainrath picks up a couple of yards there to bring up, should be about 2nd and about 7. Ball's right at midfield.
Yeah, the Tigers are definitely going to have to start filling those holes on the defensive line if they don't want to see the Golden Eagles just run all over them all night long.
So Labar setting up under center. Dropping back to pass, find an open receiver off near the flats.
That's Danny Becker on the reception.
Forced out of bounds there by Jose Rubio. And good job there by Labar to get it out of his hands quickly.
Yeah, that was just a timing route by the quarterback and wide receiver. He pretty much told him, go 10, turn around, the ball will be there. And sure enough, it was. That was a good play by the Golden Eagles.
Friday night football under the lights. A cool night here in Roseville, California, as Cainrath takes a handoff. Thought I saw a flag flying in there. Could be in the vicinity of a hold. Go against Del Oro. Wait for the call here. And that is exactly what the lead official calls a hold.
That was actually Brandon Monroe on the carry that time. So it looks like he might be in just on a couple spot plays, kick returning and punt returning. So maybe the knee isn't all the way healed, or maybe they're just trying to get him back out there, get him used to a little bit of action. Looks like he's going to stay in on this play with Cainrath going out. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, an excellent job. I mean, obviously he's been practicing all week, so a good week of practicing for Monroe. But you got to imagine just the adrenaline that he's got going inside, it rush pumping through his veins. His first piece of action here in the last 3-4 weeks. Here's Labar. Nice, sets up the screen pass off the tip there of Monroe, and I think Roseville just missing an opportunity there at an interception.
Yeah, they definitely missed the interception, but good penetration nonetheless by Roseville. They were able to get in the backfield, led by number 60, Colton Miller, who was back there disrupting the quarterback. The guy in the middle of that screen, and he wasn't able to find his running back in the flat, so good play overall by Roseville.
Brings up 2nd and 20 from the Del Oro 49, and Roseville being a little familiar with them. I mean, as here's LeBar in shotgun formation, getting brought down. Big sack there for Roseville.
34, Isaac Carroll on the sack. That was great penetration by Roseville. They were able to get in the backfield, took them down on that 3rd down, and it looks like they're going to get their offense back on the field. I believe that was 3rd down.
Brings up a big 3rd and 29 here for the Golden Eagles. And one of the things that I recognize here, what's great about Roseville's got a tough defense. It's just sometimes some of these mistakes that a young team will make, an interception or a fumble, right at the most at crucial moments, it makes it really difficult here for Roseville to win. And we might get a false start here against Del Oro.
Yeah, it looked like it was number 71 for Del Oro who jumped, Zach Jensen. He was a little bit early there. Maybe didn't know the hard count, jumped off sides. Maybe it's this loud Roseville crowd here for him. It's like playing in Seattle. You just get those those false start calls. So, but one thing I have noticed is Roseville's defense has done nothing but drive Del Oro back. Del Oro has gotten a few good plays, but with solid defense and a couple of penalties, I believe they're back farther than when they started this drive. So.
2 receivers off to the top of the screen here. Here's a run by Del Oro. That was Mark Leveron, the 5'5", 170-pound senior. Small in stature, but really quick out on the flats.
Yeah, those little legs were moving. They couldn't even really tell what was going on. He looked like one solid blur going down the field on that one.
So a good defensive possession here by Roseville forces Del Oro to punt, standing back at their own 15-yard line. Here for Roseville, that's Rosano. Rosano calls for the fair catch. So that's Skylar Rand. Got a 60-yard punt here. And Roseville will go ahead and start from their own 20-yard line.
So, yeah, Roseville's definitely going to have to do a little bit better than their first 3 and out, but good stand by their defense. It looks like Roseville's main point is their defense. Definitely got their offense back on the field. So let's see if they can't take advantage of that and get some points up and give their defense a little bit of breathing room.
Kyle Downey back in at quarterback here for the Tigers.
That's Dallas Guerrero on your side of the screen, lined up as wide receiver. That's another blown snap.
Yeah, it's low snap there, and Downey doing a good job of just getting up down on it. But, that pretty much counts as a sack as Del Oro has an injured player down on the ground. Can't see who that is here from my vantage point.
It looked like he was holding his knee, though, so hopefully he's okay. Never wish any of these high school kids any knee problems. That's one injury that's never good for any football player is a knee, so hopefully he's okay.
Del Oro training staff and Coach Taylor out there checking with the player. As soon as we can get the player's number here, we'll go ahead and get it for you. We'll see how this shakes out here as Roseville goes ahead and kind of shifts. And this may be kind of bad here as the official clears some space here for the injured player. Injured player has gone ahead and taken off his helmet. Folks, we'll go ahead and take the break here with 6:32 to go here in the first quarter as Del Oro leading the Roseville Tigers 7-0 right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Ah, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream.
So Jonathan Franco Clark being helped off the field, injured there by his knee. We'll try to get an update for you at the halftime, but helped off the field, did not look good. Here's Roseville now, drops back to pass. Here's a nice pass out into the flat. Gets Bryce Crouch out in the flat area. Bryce Crouch able to take a first down and more, taking it all the way down to the Roseville 40.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Downey. He was able to lead his receiver out there, and Crouch was able to pick up lots of yards after the catch, able to move the chains. Good play by the Tigers. That's exactly what they're going to need to do against this Del Oro defense if they want to stay in this game.
First down conversion here for the Roseville Tigers of the night. So showing signs early on here of being ready here for the Golden Eagles. Here's a hand off to Lozano. Lozano just running right into a wall there.
Yeah, Brandon Monroe.
Yeah.
He's all over the ball.
Dylan Cainrath also in on the stop.
Yeah, so not only an awesome tandem in the backfield, they're out here on defense just making stops. Definitely not people I want to run through. They look like two big kids, so.
Yeah, it's tough for Roseville, tough for any team to stop the run here. His defense is built to stop the run, led by defensive lineman Tanner Woods and linebacker Dalton Hudek.
That was an incomplete pass to the running back on the flats there. Number 56, Jared Catalano, he was able to get in the backfield for Del Oro and just interfere with the quarterback and mess up that pass. So,
yeah, good job breaking it up there by Catalano. So it'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the Roseville 40. As Roseville comes out, they'll put Downey down in out in shotgun formation. Send receiver on for almost a false start there. Downey looking to make something out of nothing. Gets out to cross midfield. There he is. Gets a first down and more. Finally forced out of bounds there by Theron Harryford.
What a run by Downey. He did not have any receivers open. It was good coverage by the secondary for the Golden Eagles. He pretty much pulled the ball down, went Michael Vick, made a couple nice moves, picked up the first down for the Tigers. Very nice play. We got the chain gang who's a little late to run down the field, but I'm pretty sure it was a first down.
There is an illegal shift, and that's what I thought. They sent the receiver in motion, and I thought it was Jordan Loya. I believe that was on that side. Jordan Loya just jumping the gun a little too quickly, sent the receiver in motion. I didn't see any flag during the play, but just here I thought that he had crossed the line there before the center was able to get the snap off there to Downey. Yeah, so loss of 5 yards here for the illegal shift for Roseville. Unfortunate there for Roseville.
Yeah, I seen him run. He made a little bit of a hesitation there after the motion, so I definitely seen that too. I thought maybe it wasn't called because I didn't see any flags, but definitely nonetheless moving the ball back. So,
and this is where we talk about maybe some of the youth and the inexperience here with Roseville, and that some of these situations can cause here. There's Downey. Look over to the flat. There's Loya. No, I'm sorry, Crouch. No, that's not Crouch. That was Dallas Guerrero. And brought down by a herd of Golden Eagles.
Nonetheless, great catch. He was able to make a couple people miss. He was trying for that first down. Let's see where they spot him. Looks like they're going to spot him just short of the first.
Yeah, good job by Guerrero trying to get out there, and we'll see what Coach Cunha does here. Official Roseville crowd wants the Tigers to go for it, and with Kyle Downey coming back into the huddle, it looks like Roseville's going to go ahead and go. So here we go, 4th and short here from their own 49. Here's a handoff, hits a wall there, but Ford Prometa may get him the first down. That is Isaac Carell.
Yeah, I definitely think he fell for the first down. They had him originally stopped, but when he went to the ground, he was able to pick up enough yardage to move those chains. So good play by Roseville. Smart to go for it there on fourth down. Let's see if they can't go down and put some points up on the board and get this crowd back into it.
Yeah, crowd really pushing for the first down there. So 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Roseville able to convert that first down on that run, a short run by Corral, a couple 2-yard pickup. Brings up first and 10 from midfield. Here's Downey. Downey drops back. He's going to get sacked deep behind the line of scrimmage as Elias Campos takes him down for the 5-yard loss.
Yeah, what a play by Elias Campos to get in the backfield there and bring down the quarterback for a sack. Definitely what you want to do on defense after you give up a first down on a fourth down play is get back there and get a sack on the quarterback. Good play by the defense.
So brings up 2nd and 15 from the Roseville 45. Smelling the barbecue up and around. We're sitting up here in the stands with the fans, folks, here from Hanson Field. Here's a deep pass to Downey, and obviously Brandon Monroe just jumps up, picks it off at the 40. He's going to take it down to his own 40. He's got nothing but daylight. It's a pick 6 for Brandon Monroe and the Del Oro Golden Eagles. A 60-yard catch, interception, and return for the touchdown.
Yeah, obviously Brandon Monroe seems to be a huge weapon for the Del Oro Golden Eagles. He's gotten a special teams touchdown and now here a defensive touchdown, and yet he's committed to San Jose State as a running back. So obviously that kid is a huge athlete and just an overall weapon for the Golden Eagles. And he's showing it with his 14 points alone. He's beating everybody else on the field.
Absolutely, as Del Oro will set up for the extra point as Mason Humes, the holder, as Skylar Rand will be setting up to kick. The extra point kick is up, and it's good. So no offensive touchdowns by the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Nonetheless, they are up on the Roseville Tigers 14-0 right here in the first quarter on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
If you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight, tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So we got 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the first quarter with Del Oro Golden Eagles leading the home field Roseville Tigers 14-0. Nonetheless, Roseville's defense has been playing pretty solid football, but yet 14 points are on the board for the guest Golden Eagles. We have a special teams touchdown by Brandon Monroe, and yet a defensive pick 6 by Brandon Monroe also for the Golden Eagles. So it's been all special teams and defense for Golden Eagles. So the Roseville offense is going to have to step it up because it seems like Del Oro is better in special teams and defense.
Here's a kick by Humes off to the corner. That's going to be Rosano taking it at his own 17. Looking for a seam. Gets out. Almost had it, but able to take it all the way down to his own 33. And you said it there, Jason, that Roseville actually is playing very well. I mean, their defense is holding Del Oro, and offense was moving the ball there, but a mistake on special teams and then a mistake there. Pass was underthrown there by Downey has really put Roseville here in an early hole.
Yeah, I agree. It's exactly like we were talking about during the pregame show with the youth of the Roseville Tigers. You're going to see a couple mistakes. Obviously, if they can correct those mistakes, they'll be looking pretty nice.
Here's a whistle here as Del Oro will go ahead and take the timeout, so we'll keep it right here and kind of talk a little bit about what we were watching and what we've got here early on in the game. We were talking to some of the parents here in the stands here at Hanson Field, and we saw JV beat Del Oro, so you got to think the experience here that this young, we've got 4 seniors here on the starting lineup here for Roseville. But you got a good JV team. They beat Del Oro here tonight. And with what they have coming up next year and the experience here that Roseville is getting, Definitely looking to build something here for next year, if not this year.
Yeah, I agree. Like where I'm looking here at the roster, and there's a few sophomores, a whole lot of juniors on this varsity team. So if JV is out there just stomping people away, obviously Roseville's going to be looking pretty nice when all these JV kids move up to varsity. It always helps when you have a few seniors on your team. You said you got 4 starters for the seniors, but nonetheless, their defense is holding strong. If they can pick it up in a couple of other categories, I definitely expect Roseville to stay in this game. It's not going to be the blowout that everybody expected.
2:41 left to go here in the first quarter. A cool night, a cool October evening here in Roseville, California. Somewhat cloudy today, but the skies have cleared, I believe. It's pretty hard to tell in the dark, but nonetheless, a good weather for football as Downey and the Roseville Tigers come back out on their offense. Here's Rosano out in the flat, taking the pass, going one-on-one there in Harryford.
Yeah, it was a nice 7-yard pickup on first down. That's exactly what you want to do on first down, is start making those second and third downs a little bit easier. You don't have to get all 10 on first down. So good play, picking up 7. Let's see if they can't keep it moving and try to eliminate those mistakes that they had on that other drive.
So Kyle Downey already with 1 interception so far tonight. That is his 5th interception of the season. Downey under center. This was a handoff to Rosano. Rosano, the workhorse. There's a loose ball. Ball was loose. Roseville able to jump on it, and good head-up play there by Downey, or else that's another mistake there by Roseville may have potentially would have cost it there.
Yeah, there was like a huge scrum going on to the right, and all of a sudden there's a football like 5 yards the other way. So Downey made a big heads-up play, was able to fall on that. And there's those mistakes we were just talking about right there. It was a big third down here. They definitely don't want to go 3 and out after the interception. So let's see if they can pick up this third down and try to keep momentum on their side.
3rd and 4 from the Roseville 39. Here's Downey in shotgun formation. 4 receiver set. He said got a flanker. Hand off there to Crouch. Crouch, short pickup. Takes it back up to the 41.
That was Dylan Cainrath on the tackle there. He was able to put his head down and bring the ball carrier down for a minimal gain. Here's another 4th down. We got a 4th and 4, it looks like. So let's see what Roseville's going to do. Nonetheless, great play there by Cainrath to get back there and bring that ball carrier down.
Clock is under a minute here in the first quarter. Del Oro leading 14-0 as they get the personnel in. And looks like Coach Cunha is going to go ahead and go for this one. He sets up his offense. And Downey under center gets Rosano out in his formation, and time running out, and Coach Cunha having to call a timeout. Not happy with the personnel. Well, with what was going on out there, Jason.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Rosano didn't quite know the play. He was running to scramble to get into a spot. So maybe they were just maybe the play was going to him, and they decided that he needs to take a timeout and make sure that everything's good and all the players know what they're supposed to do. But like I said, this is a big 4th down play here. You don't want to give the ball back to Del Oro so deep in their own territory, already down 14-0 with the explosive running game that Del Oro has.
Taking a look at some scores from around the area, folks, as we're getting them in. Cosumnes Oaks over El Dorado, 16-0. That started the second quarter. Oak Grove leading Grant 10-0. And Wood Creek, Nevada Union are scoreless in the first quarter, as Roseville sends out their punt team. And we may have a situation here again. Del Oro, as Roseville's trying to get their formation set. And again, we're trying to, it's, again, some of the inexperience perhaps there of the, junior laden team. Here's a punt up. Punt by Chris Ginta. Is fair caught there by Brandon Monroe, and so Del Oro will start this drive at their own 31. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. It's week 2 here in league play. It's Sierra Foothill League play, normally looked at as if you were to draw a comparison to college football, perhaps maybe the SEC of the Sac-Joaquin section. As Del Oro's offense goes, they send Michael Moore in motion. Handoff is inside there to Monroe. in Monroe. Nice week of practice. Has seen a lot of action here early on in the ball game here, Jason.
Yeah, that was a good 5-yard pickup. He looks like he got hit right at the start. Was able to pick up all five of those yards after contact. So always a good stat for running backs is that yards after contact. Able to bounce off a tackle and pick up 5 yards is always good on first down.
They let the clock run down, and so will we. So that's the end of the first quarter here as you hear the band going ahead and playing here right in front of us. But it is Del Oro leading Roseville 14-0 on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com, high school sports lives here. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where you will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson from Hanson Field on the campus of Roseville High School.
Nice little ballad by the band to keep us into the football ways.
Just getting into the second quarter as Del Oro facing a 2nd and 4. Brian Hassler doing all the producing today. Taking a look at some of the scores for all you Giants fans out there. Looking to see who's coming up. We got a score for you. I'll get to that shortly after this play as a handoff inside. I was looking, that was Leveron, Mark Leveron, a nice 6-yard run out to get the first down. It is the top of the 7th in Washington as the Nationals leading the Cardinals 6-3. So looks like the Giants may be having to board that plane out to the East Coast as Del Oro takes their offense. There's LeBar, gets it out to the flat. Nice little ball screen pass there. Pass was to Danny Becker.
Yeah, that was a nice little bubble screen. Threw it right to him, right on the line of scrimmage, and he was able to pick up lots of yards. Always good when you got a wide receiver who you can throw the bubble screen to and let his feet pick up a lot of your yards. Easy stats for the quarterback there. Just make the completion and let your wide receiver take your yards up.
1st and 10 here from the Roseville 40. Here's a handoff to Monroe. Monroe getting stopped behind the line of scrimmage there. In on the tackle was Isaac Carell. Isaac doing a good job jumping in there, beating his man to the hole.
Yeah, that was a good play by Corral. He was able to get back there and take down Monroe. That was really the first play that I've seen Monroe actually not gain yards whenever he's touched the ball. So good play overall by Corral.
You know, one of the things about Roseville's defense does a great job. They're pretty solid up front. The only problem is Roseville, they're offensively, they just don't score enough points. As again, Corral, a big sack there on LeBar.
Yeah,
brings him back all the way down to the 50.
That was a very good play. He was able to get the penetration, get back there. 2 solid back-to-back plays by Corral. He was able to take the ball carrier down on the previous play and get back there for a sack on that play. Great play by, like I said, throughout this whole game so far by Roseville's defense. Definitely out here to play, and that's something that's always fun to watch.
So 3rd and 20 from midfield. As Del Oro will split their wide receivers. Power I formation. We've got a timeout, though. Del Oro will go ahead and take their 2nd timeout here of the evening. 10:14 to go here in the 2nd quarter as Del Oro leads Roseville 14-0 right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson here from Roseville, California, as the band gets set and ready to play here in front of us. Band doing a good job here tonight, keeping this team, keeping the fans jazzed up.
It's music to my life.
Big 3rd and 20 here as Coach Taylor wants to talk about the options here for his Del Oro Golden Eagles. Let's see what they decide to do. Labard under center, looking right. He's going to just launch this one up. Broken up there, actually, just and falls incomplete as the pass was intended there for Michael Moore out in the flat. We've got a flag there, though. And again, we talk about the youth. This is going to be interesting. Moore was walking past the official, but looked to me that Naeem Hanifa maybe have gotten a little excited there on that play, and the officials are quick to blow the whistle. They don't want anyone showing anybody up. And a big defensive play there may have cost, and a slight celebration may have cost the Tigers here, Jason.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what this call is.
We're going to get the call. They are conferring here with Del Oro to see whether or not Del Oro is going to go ahead and accept the penalty.
It's always good to have all these referees back now that the NFL season is back to their NFL referees.
So it will repeat 4th down, makes it a 4th and 5. And Naeem Hanifa just getting excited. I mean, showing some too much enthusiasm. Did the high stepping there, and granted, it's the rule, right? I mean, you can look at it and say, it's unfortunate. He wasn't very exuberant, but it is the rule, and officials, will call the game based on the rule. And if there's some celebration here by either side, they're going to go ahead and throw the flag and call unsportsmanlike conduct there, Jason.
Yeah, I don't know if I completely agree with that. These are kids out here. They are out here trying to have fun. So, I mean, if it doesn't get too ridiculous, I might let it happen. But nonetheless, the referee did make the call. So here we go.
Here's Labar getting hit right at the moment. I mean, he threw it. Pass was again intended for Moore. And again, incomplete. So even with the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Roseville able to hold strong on 4th and 5.
Yeah, that was
turnover on downs there for Roseville.
That was Grant Jansen on the pressure for the Roseville Tigers. He was able to get in the backfield and definitely made a nice play. Was able to get the ball back for the Roseville Tigers. So let's see how Downey takes this drive. We've had a couple of good plays. They've looked pretty solid on offense. A couple of mistakes here and there. Let's see if they can't shake those cobwebs out and get some points on the board.
They do. They need Roseville only averaging about 12 points a game on the year. Here's Downey rolling to his left, throwing back across the other way. Sets up the screen. Gets brought back near the 1st down. That is Grant Jansen on the catch and run. Should be close to 4th down, about an 8-yard reception there. Going to bring up 2nd and 2 here for Roseville.
Yeah, that was a good play call. Run to the left, throw back across the field, and try to have a lead blocker out there. Unfortunately for Roseville, their lead blocker missed a couple of blocks. He had an opportunity to take a couple people out, maybe spring them for a couple more yards. But nonetheless, a positive gain and 2nd down and 2.
9:20 to go here in the 2nd quarter as Downey under center. Hands off inside. Hole gets plugged up there for Crouch. And on the stop there for Del Oro was Dalton Hudek, I apologize. So able to pick up the first down. I'm sorry, not first down, but pick us up a yard there for Crouch. As Downey back under center. Here's a handoff there inside of Rosano driving those legs. One thing that I've noticed and really appreciated here about the Tigers is that they play hard the entire way through, despite they don't play what the score is. They really play hard all the way through. So they're going to be in this one here all the way down to the final buzzer here, Jason.
Yeah, that's always good. And like you said, with this youngster team you have for the Roseville, it comes with a lot of heart usually. When you got young kids out there trying to prove themselves, they will do anything and everything to prove themselves better.
Roseville got a nice job there by Downey on the sneak. 4th and 1, taking a quick snap, diving across the line of scrimmage, able to pick up the first down there.
Yeah, very nice play by Downey. They ran two straight plays that were stuffed pretty much when they tried to run through the middle. So he just pretty much took it upon himself to the quarterback keeper, get that first down. Big 4th down pickup again. Always want to move the chains if I'm Roseville Tigers and get into that end zone. They have plenty of time. They don't need to do any bombs down the field. Keep doing exactly what they're doing, moving those chains and picking up those first downs.
Here's Downey back under center, has Rosano single back. He's going to drop back. The southpaw looking deep. He's got a receiver open. No flag on the play. Pass was intended for Jonathan Lopez, but flying out of bounds there. Jason. So Lopez really never had a shot at the ball there.
Yeah, Downey tried to do a back shoulder throw out there, and he pretty much just led him a little bit too far, a little bit too much towards the sideline, and pretty much dragged him out of bounds with the throw. He needs to throw that ball a little bit more downfield, a little bit less towards the sideline. If you're going to take that chance, though, I guess it's not too bad to throw it towards the sideline there. If you overthrow, it does go out of bounds, so it kind of eliminates the chances for mistakes.
2nd and 10. Downey again throwing again to Lopez. Short reception. Cainrath quickly there on the stop.
So it looks like we're going to have a 3rd and 2 here for the Tigers. Nonetheless, that was a good pickup on 2nd down. They tried one deep on 1st down. It didn't work. 2nd down, they decided to just gain some yards, try to make this 3rd down a little bit more easier. 3rd and 2 is always easier than 3rd and 10, so good pickup on 2nd down for the Tigers.
Here's Downey. And they're going to go with an empty backfield here. Sends Crouch in motion. Crouch back for the halfback pass. Got Lopez wide open. And pass incomplete. Lopez laying out for that one. But Crouch doing a good job, or Roseville doing a good job there of selling that run there by Del Oro, and Lopez has gone behind the defense.
Yeah, that was a good play call. Definitely, I thought they had made a run play. It looked like they had good penetration from the Golden Eagles. And then next thing you know, the ball's in the air, and they have a wide receiver running wide open. If he could have got a little bit more oomph on that pass, he would have had his receiver open for 6 points. Good play call. Too bad they couldn't pull through on the play.
So they'll send Crouch out on the slot. There's Downey. Gets flushed out. Pass back across his field. Across the body, so another 4th down conversion is good.
Yeah, that was a good play by Downey. He kept the play moving, kept it alive with his feet. He was able to get to the outside, found his receiver right past the 1st down marker, was able to complete the pass and move the chains. That's a very, very good drive by the Tigers, taking lots of time off the clock, but still just constantly moving the chains is exactly what they want to do here.
Dallas Guerrero on the reception there for the Tigers. As Downey again looking to his left. There's Crouch. Crouch going to get the first down. And Roseville doing a good job of moving the chains here on this drive.
Yeah, I really got to give it up to the coach for Roseville. You said Larry Kuna. He's doing very nice play calls here. He's keeping the defense off their kilter. Pretty much I'm not even knowing what's going to go on up here. So if they're keeping me guessing, they're keeping the defense guessing as well. So always solid.
Brings up 1st and 10 from the Del Oro 37. Here's Downey. He's got 3 receivers off to his right. He's going to keep this one. Design run, and Downey, big hit there as he reached the flat there. Met roughly there by Dalton Huddock. And Huddock really pumped up on that play.
Yeah, still great designed run there. He was able to pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down. It looks like we're going to have like a 2nd and 2. Roughly something like that. So good play on 1st down, picking up 8 yards. Again, a good play call by the Coach Kuna there.
Yeah, tough angle from our vantage point here. As you said it, Jason, about a 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3. 5:28 to go here in the first half as Rosano gets hit behind the line of scrimmage there quickly. It was Elias Campos on the stop. So no gain on the play. Will bring up 3rd and 3 from the Del Oro 18.
Yeah, we have Elias Campos here listed as 6'1", 260 pounds. That's a big boy on the defensive line, and they've showed it. Any run up the middle so far by the Tigers have been met by the big defensive line of the Golden Eagles.
Just under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's a hand. Oh, Downey's going to keep this one again. Hit hard there by Huddick in the flats, but it's going to be close to the first down. They're going to mark him short. So I'll bring up fourth and just some inches here. 4th and 1 from the Del Oro. Trying to see here. It's about the Del Oro 16 or.
Yeah, that looks about right. Just about the 15-yard line.
So Roseville's converted a couple of 4th downs here. Let's see if they can do it again here, and he should get it on his forward progress. And it looks like Downey does. So they move the chains in. Great drive here by Roseville. Just doing a good job, getting the defensive rest, and really wearing down this Del Oro defense and keeping the offense off the field.
Yeah, I agree. It's exactly what they want to do here. They have plenty of game. They're pretty much just keeping the offense cold over there for the Golden Eagles. They are sitting over there. Wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing some sweaters coming out. They've been on the sidelines for quite a long time. A lot of 4th down conversions. Great drive by Roseville.
Here's Downey. Pitch back to Rosano. Rosano sweeping to his right. Trying to get underneath the tackle there. But going to get stopped here right at about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, tackle was made by Michael Moore for the Del Oro Golden Eagles. One thing I have noticed about Del Oro's defense is their closing speed. Very quick to the ball. Pretty much any time Roseville has done good on this drive, they've done a lot of misdirection or a couple trick plays, play action here, or a couple quick bubble screens. So they're going to have to keep doing exactly what's working against Del Oro.
2nd and about 8 here.
We got a timeout, Roseville.
Yeah, as you said it, Coach Cunha is going to want to talk about this. So brings up, it's going to be 2nd and 8 as Del Oro still leading Roseville 14-0 right here with 3:24 to go in the first half on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So 3rd and 24 here from Roseville. As I think I just heard an update on that not Giants, but on the Giants' next opponent, that Game 5 of the NLDS between the Cardinals and the Nationals. It sounded like it was bottom of the 7th, as Nationals still leading 6-4 though. So St. Louis sounding like they're threatening. Downey on shotgun formation, looking right down the middle of the field. Pass intended there for Jonathan Lopez, looking for the flag.
Yeah, that's I don't know about that play there. He threw it into 4 white jerseys, only 1 black jersey. Quadruple coverage is not exactly where I'm going to try to pick my passes in the end zone. Definitely something that probably Cunha just told him on the sidelines. Make sure you have a wide receiver open. Don't try to make something happen that's not there. You've done so good on this drive. It would be a shame to not come all the way down here and get 7 points.
Here's Downey, sends Guerrero in motion. And we're going to get a flag here. Incomplete pass was the situation, but obviously, as you can probably hear there, Roseville fans happy for the flag. Looks like it's going to be my indication of pass interference against Del Oro.
Yeah, that is correct.
So that'll bring up should be about this situation, half the distance to the goal. It would be not going to be a 15-yard penalty, but yeah, it does bring up half the distance to the goal. So inside now the 10-yard line, puts them down at about the 6 here, puts them down at about the 6. So 1st and goal here for the Roseville Tigers. Roseville putting big Kyle Schwartz out in the There's open pass, and fans not very happy. As Downey had nothing but open field in front of him, but looking down into the corner, pass intended for Grant Jansen, and Downey unfortunately had nothing but open space in front of him there, Jason.
Yeah, he definitely had open field in front of him, but obviously, like you said, he had a big guy out there in the flat lineup as a wide receiver, so I'm thinking the play was a bubble screen to the left side. He seen there was nothing there. He had to go to his checkdowns. He ran out to the right. He made his checkdowns right. He threw the ball away right if he was under pressure, but he did have open field in front of him. He should have probably pulled it down and got those points himself.
Brings up 2nd and goal here. Here's Downey. Downey going to his left. Finds receiver in the flat. Pass incomplete, intended there for Guerrero. Pass was just short. Kyle Downey looking for his 4th touchdown pass of the year.
He probably should have had a rushing TD that last play.
Yeah, and that's what fans here were clamoring for here on that earlier play. So it'll bring up 3rd and goal, as the scoreboard operator is late on the update there, but 3rd and goal here from the 7. They got it marked at the 7. It looks to me to be about the 6, but here's Downey in shotgun formation. Empty backfield. Here comes a pressure. Pass and caught. Touchdown, Roseville.
Bryce Crouch on the reception for that TD there for Roseville Tigers. A good play. He caught him on a little flat route right out there on the end or the side of the end zone. Picked up those 6 points. Great play by Roseville. Just a way to cap off a great drive by the Tigers. Took a lot of time off that clock. Kept Del Oro's offense on the sideline. A great drive. Capped it off with a touchdown. Way to go, Tigers. Looking good on that drive.
The 7-yard touchdown reception there by Bryce Crouch. Only his 2nd receiving touchdown of the year. Here's a kick. Point is up. Extra point is up, and it is good there by James Baradarnachavan. Baradarnachavan. There we go. Kick is up, and it's good. So Roseville now on the board, cuts the lead in half. Del Oro leading 14-7 right here. 3 minutes ago in the first half on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoffs and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ballgame. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson here on a cool evening in the Sacramento Valley. We're in Roseville, California, where the Tigers are trailing the Del Oro Golden Eagles 14-7 on your screen. As we have Baradarnachavan set to kick.
I wonder how many times he's had somebody ask him how to say his name.
Or so how many times people have just given up on trying to say his name. And we've got a punt kick. It is picked up there by the up back there.
That was not a bad idea by Roseville to put one in one of these up guys' hands and see if he doesn't bobble it, see if they can't fall on it. I did a game not too long ago. It was an intercom game where they had, I believe it was 3 kickoffs that they did for squib kicks and were able to recover them as well. Nonetheless, a good idea by Roseville trying to get the ball back here with only 2 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the first half.
Josh Hopoy on the reception or the return. Brings it out to the Del Oro 37. Here's Monroe looking for some space. Monroe trying to get out. And that's what's dangerous. So Roseville's going to have to do a good job of containing on Monroe, because once he gets out to the edge there, Jason, is when he gets very dangerous.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed about Monroe, though, they are using him sparingly. He's in for one play, and then in comes his backup, number 42, Cainrath. But nonetheless, good defense by Roseville. They were able to meet Monroe on the outside and bring him down for a minimal gain.
It's his first game action in 4 weeks as Cainrath gets met at the line of scrimmage, and it sounds like this long drive. It seems like this long drive here by Roseville really inspiring this Roseville offense. Defense.
That was Austin Ash on the tackle there. Very nice penetration by the Tigers, bringing up a third down, a third and long even. Exactly what the Tigers want. They want to get their offense back on the field and see if they can't put more points up here in the first half.
Labar under center. He's going to drop back. Out in the flats. Pack bobbled, but brought in. Pass was caught there. Dalton.
That was number 8,
Tyler Mateer. Yeah.
Mateer.
Looked like a 6 to me at first, but I saw there was no 6 on the roster there, and so
it's those wrinkled jerseys.
Mateer able to get it out to the first down across the midfield, brings it out to the Roseville 48. Getting pressure. Labar able to get it off. He's got Mateer again out in the flat. No, I'm sorry, that was Moore. More on the flat.
So 1 minute 23 seconds to go, and Del Oro is driving. If I'm the Tigers, I definitely don't want to give up any points here.
No, if they've done as you said it correctly. You had a tremendous drive. You're going to get the ball back coming back out of in the second half. So do whatever you can to keep Del Oro out of the end zone. As Labar back under center. Monroe, the single back. Hit as he's thrown. Pass picked off there. Interception at the 10 by Roseville. Crowd is happy, excited there. Jose Rubio able to take it 2 yards. The tip drill intended for Moore. Tipped off his hands and into the hands there of Jose Rubio, and Roseville Tigers take over at their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good play by Rubio, but let's not take away from number 3, Grant Jansen, who was able to get in the backfield and just be all over the quarterback, and he was the reason why that ball was up and wobbly, and the ball was tipped by Moore right into Rubio's hands. Great play by the Tigers. Let's see if they can't go get some points with 1 minute 15 seconds to go in the first half.
Downey back under center. Gets Rosano sweeping to his right. And I expect Roseville to just kind of go ahead and do what they can to maintain possession here. Just run down the clock. Clock is under a minute now.
I don't know. If I'm Roseville, I might try that halfback pass one more time right here. It seemed to work pretty well on that first try. If he would have made a better throw, they would have had points. So why not try a little trickery? They might not so deep in their own territory, though.
Brings up 2nd and 10 here from their own 13. Here's Downey in shotgun formation. Out to Rosano. Rosano going right up the middle. Has to pick out a few yards there as Del Oro left with only one timeout. And they're hanging on to it. But brings up 3rd and about 11 here. And it looks like Roseville's going to go ahead and hang on to this one and let the clock run down. And I kind of don't blame them. They do get the ball here in the first to start the second half, and so any kind of a pass or a halfback pass would have killed the clock. So, as that's going to do it as the first half comes to the close, with the Del Oro Golden Eagles leading the Roseville Tigers by a score of 14-7. We'll be back in a few moments with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for our high school sports. Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming into you from Hanson Field in Roseville, California. I'm Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson. Our halftime score is Del Oro leading Roseville 14-7. And an interesting first half here, Jason, maybe opened up with some fireworks there by Brandon Monroe, the 98-yard touchdown return on the opening kickoff. But things have kind of slowed here for Del Oro.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely explosive play by Brandon Monroe to start the game. If I'm out on an injury and I come back 3 weeks later, the first thing I do when I touch the ball is definitely run it 98 yards for a touchdown. Great play to start the game. It had everybody over here on the Roseville side of the ball just completely quiet. They were not expecting the game to start that way. Nonetheless, Roseville has been very, very strong on their defense. They've been hanging in the game. Their defense is keeping them right there. They have yet to give up an offensive touchdown. So
right.
Roseville's defense obviously looking good. Obviously, their strong part is their defense.
Yeah, they came back off that touchdown return. Started with the offensively with just a 4-and-out, and had to get it back quickly to Del Oro. Their defense held on that possession, but on the second possession there by Roseville, giving up interception return by, again, Brandon Monroe.
Right.
First game back. I mean, so two big plays there offensively, or I shouldn't say two big plays there by Brandon Monroe alone on special teams and defense. So it looked like it was going to be a long time. But then there was that big drive there by Roseville that set them up for a 7-yard touchdown catch there by Bryce Crouch, and Roseville's have been able to cut the lead in half.
Right. Yeah, Roseville has just been, like I said, sticking in with their defense. Del Oro has had two big plays by Brandon Monroe, one on special teams, one on defense. One thing, if I'm Del Oro, I want to come out here and get my offense moving. They need to find something that can work against this Roseville defense. If I'm the Roseville Tigers, I need to try to get my running game moving. They've been met just with just a lot of force on the defensive line from the Del Oro Golden Eagles. They haven't been able to get too many yards on the ground. Been having to do a couple of screens, a couple of trick plays here, a couple things like that. But nonetheless, they're only down 7 points, and they are going to be getting the ball back to start the second half. So if I'm the Roseville Tigers and I'm in the locker room right now, I'm keeping it calm. I'm keeping it focused. I'm knowing that I'm getting the ball back. I know that I have to go get these 7 points to start this first or second half. But with knowing that your defense is playing so good, it's always one thing. It's only having to focus on one thing, and that being the offense is always a good thing for one team. You know that your defense is playing good, so you only got to pick it up on offense. And I think if they can do that, it's going to be an even more exciting second half.
Well, it is a tough going here in the Sierra Foothill League. Pretty much all teams and all games can be considered rivalries, but a good one going here in Roseville, California. Quickly want to get you some scores from around the area. Right now, Wood Creek and Nevada beating Wood Creek 24-0 in the second quarter. Quincy over East Nicholas 12-8. Sonora over Manteca 14-0. And right now, Franklin just blowing out Davis 49-0. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. It is America Canyon over Vanden 21-12. And one more score for you folks as Oakdale leads East Union at the start of the fourth quarter 48-0. So we've had an exciting first half to go. We've got some great action here coming up on the second half. That's going to do it for the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Friday Night Football will return in just a few moments with the start of the second half right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Oh, you got... You're watching PlayOnSports.com's presentation of Friday Night Football live from Roseville, California. I'm Joey Gonzalez with Jason Patterson. The Del Oro Golden Eagles right now lead the Roseville Tigers 14-7. As we get ready to start the second half of action, and Jason, as I get some final thoughts here from you quickly, it's been turning out to be a great first half. What can we expect in the second half?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When I was scheduled for this game, I was expecting blowout by Del Oro, but nonetheless, we're out here at Roseville getting the ball back to start the second half, only down one touchdown. I'm ready to see some exciting second half football. Roseville definitely, like I said, they're not here to lose, and they are here showing it here tonight.
As the kicking team's out to start, as you see right there, Mason Humes talking with the official. Receiving team by Roseville is out there. It's Bryce Crouch out there on his own 5 alongside Matt Rosano. Bryce Crouch and Matt Rosano having big first halves. Matt Rosano finding some difficulty running inside the tackles, but able to get outside, and Bryce Crouch with the touchdown here for the Roseville Tigers, his second of the year. As the band settles in, comes back here right in front of us, and they're excited. They're staying for the entire game. Roseville only 1-5 here on the season. 0-1 to open up league play. Lost last week to Granite Bay. Del Oro, on the other hand, had blown out Wood Creek, so maybe not the way things Del Oro fans expected to go, but a good game nonetheless here in the Sierra Foothill League as a kick is up, and here comes the second half. Rosano taking it inside his own 5, looking for a seam. Brought down from behind, now to about the 22-yard line.
So here we go. Let's see if the Roseville Tigers don't come out with another 8-minute-long drive that gets 7 points. That's exactly what they want to do. It's a chilly evening here in October in Roseville. Keep the offense of Del Oro on the sidelines and keep driving, getting those first downs. You only need 10 per every 3 to 4 plays, so that's exactly the way they've been looking at things today, and it seems to have been working for them.
Yeah, you said it. Roseville doing a good job of controlling the clock there, especially in the second quarter, as Kyle Downey gets down under center. Hand off behind him to Rosano. No, he's going to keep this one. Misdirection there, and Downey able to go off tackle, picks up a couple, brings up second and about 8.
That was Tanner Woods on the tackle for Del Oro.
A lot of running plays here for Roseville, as Roseville, usually a rushing team. They average about 168 yards per game and only about 88 yards a game through the air. But Downey using some passes there on that touchdown drive. In fact, it was a passing touchdown. He found Bryce Crouch for the 7-yard score. He's going to pass on this situation, gets flushed out of the pocket, looking for room to run. Decides to throw it, intended for Bryce Crouch. Pass incomplete, though. So it'll bring up second and 10. A third and 10.
Yeah, that was good defense there by the Golden Eagles. Didn't really give Downey anything to do. He just was looking for any wide receiver, and he pretty much just threw that one out of bounds. I wouldn't be surprised if that was decided that he should just throw it out of bounds and call that play dead and see what happens the next play.
One thing Roseville's done really good here is they've been able to convert the ball, like 4th down conversions, done real well on 4th down conversions and 3rd down conversions. Haven't had to punt. They've only punted once. As Downey gets pressure there by Hudick, able to get out of the pocket, finally brought down at about the 26-yard line. So Coach Cunha is going to go ahead and send the punting unit out this time early in the second quarter, and brings up a 4th down, about 4th and about 6.
Yeah, that scoreboard operator is not giving us any help. Nonetheless, that's not what I want to do if I'm the Roseville Tigers. You got the ball back to start the second half. You win a 3 and out. Definitely not what they wanted to do.
So Ginta going to go back to pass. Back to receive at his own 40 is Monroe. Short kick. It's going to take a Del Oro bounce. And a Tiger roll. Finally down right at about the 47-yard line there of Roseville by Bryce Crouch. So Del Oro will come out to bring doing a good job there defensively, able to hold Roseville to a 4-and-out, and let's see what they can do here offensively. Offense has been held out of the end zone. Here's a pass, handoff to Monroe. Monroe tripped up.
Again, that is just great defense by Roseville. They haven't really given up anything to this San Jose State recruit. They haven't really given anything. They said, I don't care what college you're going to, you're not running through our defensive line.
Yeah, Monroe having a tough go at it. It started with fireworks early on. It had a 98-yard return on the opening kickoff for a touchdown. But it's been tough going and 60-yard interception return. But tough going offensively here for Monroe here in the first half so far. Here's Cainrath. Cainrath able to get out, bouncing to the edge, gets a first down and more, trying to go run through players there.
That was a great ball carrier vision by Cainrath. He was finding his blockers, finding the seams, running through them. Overall good run by Cainrath. He was able to move the chains. Exactly what Del Oro wants to do here to start the second half. They need to get the momentum back on their sides. They've had two quick early touchdowns early in the first half on the kick return to start the game and a defensive pick six. So no offensive touchdown, so they need to get their offense moving here to start the second half.
1st and 10 from the 30. Here's a handoff to Leveron. Leveron only picking up a couple.
Yeah, they have not given up too many yards on the run or on the ground. Have the Roseville Tigers looked really good with their run defense. Like you said, they are a young team, and it's something to build off of here is their run defense.
You know, and it's a great job here defensively. I mean, Roseville has been allowing about an average of 232 yards per game on the ground, but doing a good job here as Monroe takes this handoff.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazed by that stat. An average of 238 yards on the ground. That's what they're giving up. It does not show that here tonight. Maybe they have been practicing hardcore this week for this game, especially knowing Brandon Monroe is going to be getting his first game back. So maybe they've been focusing on their run defense. But nonetheless, whatever they are doing, it seems to have working here because they are not giving up too many yards. I'd say every time a ball carrier touches the ball, they're maybe only getting an average of 3 to 4 yards.
They're going to send Monroe out in the slot. 3rd and 6 here as LeBar looking deep. This pass in, and it's caught. No, incomplete. Great job defensively. Matt Rosano on the coverage. Pass was intended for Danny Becker. Danny Becker unable to come down with it, but a good job by Matt Rosano staying alongside their Becker.
Yeah, he was draped all over him. The quarterback pretty much just tried to put the ball up and give it a chance for his receiver to make a play, but Rosano was right there he never just let that ball he never gave up on that ball, and he was right there the whole time, and he was able to cause a little bit of deflection and made that receiver miss that pass. A great play by Rosano.
4th and 6 from the Roseville 27. Flag on the play. We'll see if this is going to be a holding here because the pass was intended there. Pass was intended there for Mateer, but it's incomplete. And we'll see Roseville huddling up. And this is going to be an illegal shift there by De La Oro. Turnover on downs. Roseville ball to the excitement here of the Tigers fans.
Yeah, that's exactly what the defense needed to do. They needed to get the ball back in their offense's hands. Defense for Roseville has just obviously been their weapon the whole entire game. Keeping their team in it are the Roseville defense. Pretty much you see some of these defensive players yelling at these offensive players as they're coming off. They're saying, let's go. We're giving you guys these opportunities. Let's take advantage of some of them.
Here's Downey in the shotgun formation. Downey quickly looking now to Crouch. Crouch in the flat. Able to elude one tackle. Finally stopped by Monroe.
Yeah, we've seen that play earlier in the game, and it seemed to work every time they've run it. That's one of those plays that I was talking about that has been successful for Roseville, those little bubble screens or those little out flats to the running backs. Definitely I would stick with those if I'm Coach John Kuna. Larry Kuna, I'm gonna have him, or I'm gonna keep calling the exact same little trickery plays or little bubble screens. Just keep driving. Let's see if we can't turn another one of these 8-minute drives into touchdowns.
Well, that run was enough to pick up a first down, so it brings up a 1st and 10 here from the Roseville 37 as Downey comes back in. And Roseville been doing a great job here offensively of just controlling the clock here, maintaining possession. This second possession already here with 7:17 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Downey in shotgun formation. Good protection. Oh, that was Crouch. Right through the hands of Crouch as he was hunkered down there by Cainrath.
I still think he could have made that catch. They say in the NFL, if you put a ball in your receiver's hands, that they should catch the ball. Nonetheless, it was good defense by Cainrath, so maybe the receiver was a little bit weary of Cainrath on him and just couldn't completely focus on bringing in that catch. Still a good play. Here it is, 2nd and 10, so let's see if they keep dialing some of these maybe out routes to the outside.
Right, yeah. I mean, and Downey put it in a good place there for Crouch out to the outside where only Crouch was going to be able to get it, so just not able to bring it in. So it brings up 2nd and 10 from the 37 here for Roseville. As Downey, again, looking out to the flat. There's Crouch all day. As you said there, Jason, it's been there all day for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was Monroe on the tackle, and he lost his helmet on that tackle. So Monroe's obviously a physical player out there, but nonetheless, another good little out flat play for the Roseville Tigers. Constantly moving the ball here on these little small plays, almost methodical, maybe even boring to some to watch are these constant first downs. But nonetheless, if they put points on the board, it's exactly what you want to do as an offensive football team.
More coming in now for Monroe, playing the free safety as Delaro sets up in cover 2 and nothing going there for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's something we've been saying all game from Del Oro. They are able to meet these ball carriers right in the gaps and fill them very nicely. I haven't really seen too many plays given up by the Del Oro defense on runnings either. So both sides of the ball, Del Oro and Roseville playing great run defense.
Isaac Correll, his 18th carry of the year. He's got 2 touchdowns, but unable to convert anything there. Here's Correll, the fake. And all that down, he's going to keep it on the sweep. Runs over a defender, able to drag him out a couple of yards. Grant Jansen, able to drag Harryford for the first down, and Roseville moving the ball. 6:24 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, again, exactly what they've been doing throughout the whole game. Nice play action designed to a quarterback keeper. Exactly what they want to do is fake that run and let all these big Del Oro guys try to fill the gaps and let the ball be somewhere else. So good trickery play, exactly what Roseville wants to do.
Here's Downey. He's got 4 wide receivers this time. It looks to his right. Pass it complete there to out in the flat to Guerrero. Guerrero going to be brought down just short of the first down marker. So it'll bring up 2nd and 1. Kyle Wells on the stop there for the Golden Eagles.
One thing I have noticed is when Roseville does drive the ball, they take a lot of time off the clock, pick up a lot of first downs, use a lot of plays, which is it's great. It keeps the opposing offense off the field, and it keeps your defense nice and fresh too. So good job by the offense for Roseville.
Here's Correll on the dive. Nothing going there for Correll. Maybe picked up about a yard. But, yeah, you said it. This is only the second possession here of this quarter for the Roseville Tigers. And holding strong. It's just been really what they've been doing here all game long, is just controlling the clock and keeping this Del Oro offense off the field.
Yeah, I know that dive play didn't net much yardage there. They are on a very 3rd and short. But one thing that dive play does do, it opens up that play action for their quarterback keeper or, an overall play action. Looks like we're going to get a false start here on Roseville. That's going to be pretty big. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it looked to me like Kyle Powers jumping a little early there on the line. So we'll set them back 5 yards to bring up, as you said there, Jason, a 3rd and 6 with 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. But one thing Roseville did well there in the first quarter was converting these 3rd and 4th downs. So we'll see what Coach Cunha dials up here for his Tigers.
Yeah, one thing we've definitely noticed is they like to go for it on 4th down, And I would say they've probably got a good 75 to 85% ratio of getting those fourth downs. So
5 wide receiver set. Out the flat. There's Crouch again. Going to get the first down and more. Out to the sideline. Finally dropped down there by Harryford. And Crouch. A big night going here for Bryce Crouch.
Yeah, that was a great block right there on the closest to your screen by number 85, Straighten Vallejos. He was able to make a block and spring Crouch for a good gain and pick up the first down. Without that key block from Vallejos, I'd say that play was probably going to be stuffed in the backfield by Del Oro. So great blocking on the outside by the Roseville Tigers.
I mean, these just swing passes have been really there all night long here for the Tigers. What does Del Oro do to stop it?
Yeah, so far they haven't figured that one out.
Here's Downey. Hand off to Crouch. Crouch another time. Get out past the 25 and down to the 24 of Del Oro.
So I have
They're going to
Bryce
mark it at
Crouch.
the 25, yeah.
I have Bryce Crouch listed here as a sophomore, 6 foot, even at 185 pounds. And one thing I have noticed is whenever he touches the ball, he's got a full head of steam. He constantly keeps his feet moving. He's been a workhorse here for the Tigers throughout this game. It's definitely something I'm paying attention to if I'm the Del Oro defense. Whenever 21's out there on the field, I want to keep an eye on him.
Obviously, when a defense zeroes in on a certain player, sometimes it opens up opportunities for someone else. So doing a good job of stuffing Rosano here this game. And pass behind Rosano, and Rosano taking a big hit in the back. Able to come up quickly there, but that was Mateer on the coverage there for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, that's a hard throw to make. You're running towards your left. You're a right-handed quarterback. Try to throw the ball across your body to an open receiver. Obviously, it was a little bit too difficult for Downey on that play. But don't hold it against him. That's a very difficult play. You see some quarterbacks in the NFL throw interceptions on that play. So, nonetheless, let's see if they can't get this third and 7. Third and 7. Scoreboard's getting me again. Timeout, Roseville.
Yeah, the fans have filed in here. As you can see, Del Oro Golden Eagles being represented well by their fan base, even brought out the pep band. Roseville crowd is filed in, and we've got a good one brewing here, folks, as Del Oro leading the Roseville Tigers 14-7, 3:19 to go here in the third quarter, right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ballgame. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson here from Roseville, California. Brian Hassler producing for you, and Victor Adams giving you all the pictures and sights and sounds here from Hanson Field on the campus of Roseville High School. Roseville celebrating their centennial anniversary earlier this season with a victory over Oakmont. It was also homecoming night. They had a big win there. And trying to pick up their second win, only their second win of the season. So still some work to do here, but they're driving here, looking to tie it up on this drive here against Del Oro. So Downey sets in with the 3rd and 7 here. Getting pressured, nice protection. No, finally gets dropped down. Initial defender was blocked, but eventually Santino Garcia able to get to Downey for a big loss here and bring up a big 4th and long for the Tigers.
Yeah, I'd have to say the sack on that play goes to the secondary for Del Oro. They were all over all their receivers. There was nowhere for Downey to go, so that he was scrambling back there, and his offensive line just happened to give up one of these guys and got taken down for a sack. But great defense in the secondary by Del Oro to give Downey nowhere to go with that pass.
So 4th and long. Roseville doing a good job here of converting 4th downs. And we got a flag here.
It's a delay a game.
So we're going to even push him back even that much further. So Coach Cunha is going to go ahead and keep his offense still out there. Or no, we've got some personnel change.
That's those small mistakes we were talking about earlier in this game right there.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. You had a good drive going there. And now some personnel changing.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking they're pretty upset right now. They would have liked to get a couple more yards, maybe even to send Darren Nachavon out there to get 3 points. But nonetheless, they're going to have to settle for a punt here and hope that their defense can keep doing what they've been doing all night, and that's keep Del Oro's offense out of the end zone.
So Rosano going to shut up for the short pump. That's a squib.
Well, that's
and
it's
live ball.
What a good kick.
Yeah. Well, it directed it right at and hanged it right at Troy Klein. Bounced off to Troy Klein there for Del Oro, but able to jump right on it. So Del Oro will go ahead and take over there at their own 20. So a good long drive here by Roseville, however, not producing any points. So unfortunate, just a couple of penalties and a sack, just killing that drive there for Roseville. Here's Monroe trying to get in up the middle on that dive, but Roseville doing a good job of attacking Monroe, not allowing him to get anything there on that play.
Yeah, I'm still pretty amazed by your stat telling me they're 200 and some odd yards on the ground is what they give up. That's definitely not something I'm seeing here tonight. Just constantly filling the right gaps, taking the ball carry down for minimal gains. Just great overall run defense by the Roseville Tigers.
Here's LeVar. There's Monroe getting out. No, that's Cainrath. Cainrath getting out in the open space. He's past 50. Rosano trying to shove Rosano off, able to do so. And Rosano, good job there by Rosano coming back and shoe tackling him there. Brings him down at the 30-yard line. But Cainrath doing a great job there using the stiff arm. But Rosano not giving up. A big play there, though, however. 50-yard run there by Cainrath.
I was just going to say, they just, right after I'm giving them so much praise, they give up a 50-yard run. Maybe a little bit of the broadcaster's curse there, but nonetheless, my fault for Roseville on that one. But still have not given up that touchdown, so let's see if they can't buckle down and produce some red zone defense.
Roseville showing blitz. Here's Leveron. Leveron diving up above the line, so picks up a couple. A minute 37 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was almost like a goal line play there. He kind of went up and over. Only picked up a couple yards. So let's see. If I'm the Roseville defense, I'll let them do a couple of those plays every time they touch the ball because they only netted about a yard, maybe two.
LeVar setting up under center. Says Mateer in motion. There's Monroe. Monroe gets to the edge. Looking to bounce back. Short of the first down there.
That was Jose Rubio on the tackle, number 24 for the Tigers. He was able to get out there despite Monroe dancing around. He was able to bring him down.
Folks, for those of you interested right now, it is the top of the ninth. St. Louis has just tied it up with 2 out.
Oh, wow.
7-7, yeah.
It's all about the A's. 7-7, though. That should be a good game. Gotta love postseason baseball.
Del Oro now setting up on a 3rd and short. Here's Monroe. Monroe gets to the edge and more. Looking for open space. Fine drop down behind there by Austin Ash. So Monroe able to pick up the first down and more. So Del Oro doing a good job, very good job here of getting out in the space here, Jason, and able to convert these, get those first downs.
That was actually Cainrath on the carry.
Oh, okay,
there.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
And nonetheless, Monroe, even though he has been the guy to watch, he's been pretty explosive. I'd say Cainrath has been the guy that's coming out of the backfield and producing the most amount of yards.
Here's Leveron. Leveron gets squished, sandwiched there between a couple of defensive linemen there by Roseville, led there by and missed by Colton Miller. So that's going to bring the third quarter to a close, folks, as currently Del Oro leading Roseville 14-7 as the Cards have just scored another run at the top of the ninth, 8-7. But right here we got a good one brewing here, folks, in Roseville, California. It's the Golden Eagles leading the Tigers 14-7 on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So we have 1 quarter left to go here in this very close game. 14-7, the Del Oro Golden Eagles leading the Roseville Tigers. Just back and forth, pretty much a defensive battle. Del Oro has yet to score their offensive touchdown. The one touchdown from the Tigers did come from an offensive play to a pass to Crouch in the end zone. But nonetheless, the Roseville Tigers have been doing really good on defense. They've given up a couple long yards, but no touchdowns. So let's see if they can't keep that going here to start the fourth quarter.
Second and goal here now from the 9-yard line here for Del Oro. And off here to Monroe. Monroe looking for space, able to bounce elude a couple of would-be tacklers there. Take it to about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, he pretty much turned a loss into a known game there. That was good. Nice couple cut moves by Monroe. Pretty much he's looking for a couple blocks, and he'll make a couple people miss if you give him the holes.
Brings up third and goal now here for the Golden Eagles. 11:30 to go here. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson here from Roseville, California. Here's LeVar looking to pass, looking into the flat. Passes deep. Too deep there, in fact, though. Intended for Kyle Wells. But LeVar's pass way too deep, so it brings up fourth and goal here. And I'm assuming if you're Coach Taylor, you don't want to try to Roseville doing a good job here defensively. You want some points because you just my opinion is just you never turn down points. So it looks like Coach Taylor's going to go ahead and send his field goal unit out there.
Well, not only do you never turn down points, you definitely want to put points up in your offense throughout the whole entire game. And here with 11 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this game, Del Oro's offense has yet to put up points. So if I'm Roseville's defense, I'm pretty happy to keep Del Oro's offense to a total of 3 points so far if they can make it.
Skylar Rand setting up for the 27-yarder, and it is good. So Skylar Rand good on the 27-yard field goal to make it 17-7. As Del Oro is still leading here in the fourth quarter, right here on your destination for our high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. So we have 11 minutes, 13 seconds to go in this game with the Del Oro Golden Eagles leading the Roseville Tigers 17-7 here in Roseville, California on a very chilly October evening.
Yeah, but it's the way that football is meant to be played, though, right? It's perfect
nice
for football weather.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. Nonetheless, chilly, but very nice night for football.
Here's a kick up. This is going to be fielded, taken in by Rosano inside his own 10-yard line. He brings it out. All the way just short of the 25, down to the 24.
So if I'm the Roseville Tigers here, no matter how long it takes me, I need to get points. I absolutely need points here. You have 11 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the game, trailing by 10 points. You know, that's not a hard number to come back in one quarter, so this drive needs to equal points, 3 or 7.
Here's Downey. Downey's going to keep this one run right up the middle.
He's going to gain about 6 yards there. Not a bad play on first down. Like I said, no matter how long it takes you, you have to go get points here. And 10 yards every time is how you do it. 10 per every 3 to 4 plays. So That's one thing Roseville's offense has been good with throughout the night, is taking all 3 or 4 plays to get those first downs. But nonetheless, they do pick them up. So let's see if they can't continue to do that and put some points up.
Tanner Woods on the stop there. Here's Downey again. He's going to same play, same result, gets a first down.
I'd keep trying that until they picked it up, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Roseville been doing a great job here of controlling these drives. With 10:26 to go, I can imagine them just doing a long clock, a long sustaining drive here just to keep Del Oro's offense off the field. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I would love to see at the end of this the time of possession here, just how Roseville has been able to maintain the ball here offensively.
Yeah, I agree.
To keep this game close, yeah.
If this is the NFL and they throw the stats up, they're going to have that little yellow check mark on time of possession, that's for sure.
Here's Downey. Looking back to pass, there's Rosano. Rosano met quickly there at the 40. So his forward momentum should bring him out to about the 40-yard line. So a pickup of about 4 there on the pass there from Downey to Rosano.
Yeah, overall good play. 4 yards is exactly what you want every play. If you do 4 times 3, that equals more than 10. So 4 yards is about exactly what you want for every play if you're an offense.
Brings up 2nd and 6 here now for the Tigers. As the Tigers continue to huddle up. Del Oro defense been out there for a long time here. And as I saw that movement there on the line, looked to me to be number 62, Andrew O'Rourke there. The junior offensive lineman there for Roseville jumping early, so a loss of 5 there on the penalty. So it'll bring up 2nd and 11 now for the Tigers. 9:25 to go here in the ball game. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson. Taking a look at some of the scores quickly here. Nevada Union over Wood Creek 31-7 at the half. Another Sierra Foothill League score as Downey looking downfield. Gets flushed out of the pocket. He's still looking for somewhere to throw. Now just airmails it out there. I guess you could say that Austin Ash was in the area, and also that Downey being flushed out of the pocket. Smart job there by Downey to not see anything down the field and not taking the sack there.
Yeah, I agree. You definitely don't want to keep holding onto the ball when you're a quarterback. He's got a pretty good internal clock. He had plenty of time to find something. There was nothing there. Throw the ball away, call another play, and let's see what happens on the next one. Good play by Downey.
So it brings up 3rd and 11 here for the Tigers. They're trailing Del Oro 17-7. Downey in shotgun formation. He's going to go left this time. Pass incomplete right there through the hands there of Dallas Guerrero. And it would have been a big completion there had Guerrero been able to come down with it there, Jason.
Yeah, I agree. He was right there past the first down marker. Would have been enough to pick up the first down. So nonetheless, should have been able to pull that in. Again, another good throw by Downey to the outside. Was able to get the ball into his receiver's hands. Just unfortunately, the receiver wasn't able to pick it up or pick up the pass and pick up the first down. So we will see the punting unit for the Tigers here.
So Roseville brings out their punting unit. This one's a high, wobbly kick. Takes a Roseville bounce. Finally down there at the Del Oro 26. So Del Oro bring their offense out. Kind of had a tough time. Offensively only mustered 3 points here for Del Oro. So Roseville doing a good job defensively. Offense, though, has been stymied here the last couple of drives.
Yeah, I agree. Haven't really seen much out of the Roseville offense here in the second half.
Here's LeBar under center. We're going to hand this one off there to Monroe. Monroe cutting back. And Monroe taking a lot of action here for being out the last 4 weeks. seen a lot of action, but a good job here. I mean, a good game, first game back here for Brandon Monroe.
Yeah, I agree. The kid's got some solid cut moves, so obviously that knee is not affecting him too much. He's out there jumping around left to right. Just like I said, solid cut moves, making a bunch of people miss. Kid looks good. I'm excited to see what he looks like in the Spartan green.
And off inside Kane Rath. Kane Rath dropped back. Able to take it all the way down to, or gets a couple of yards, take it out to the 35. Brings up second, third, and short now for the Golden Eagles.
So I got Kane Rath listed here as a junior, but he's pretty good to himself. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see him playing some college ball here shortly. The kid's got some good moves himself. Not to mention the offensive line of Del Oro just put some holes up there sometimes, and you could drive pretty much anything through it. But nonetheless, Kane Rath's pretty good.
Here's Leveron able to get out to the defensive secondary. Picks up the first down.
That was a big first down for Del Oro. That was a 3rd and short. They were able to pick it up, which keeps the Roseville offense off the field. Exactly what Del Oro wants to do, leading here 17-7 with 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, get a big, long clock-killing drive here for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, the 3 points on that last drive was definitely big because they don't even have to score here. They just have to take a lot of time off the clock.
Here's a handoff as Monroe bounces. Nice long run there. Takes it out to about the 49. 9-yard run on the carry. Rubio on the stop there for the Tigers. 6:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. One of the problems that Roseville has had offensively is mustering points. Offensively, they've only managed about 12 points a game. As Mateer goes in motion, but I think we're going to get a false start here. We do get a false start here by the Golden Eagles.
So it looks like the Cardinals were able to come back and win the game 9-7. So it will be the Giants versus the St. Louis Cardinals in your National League Championship Series. So this coming
well, I'm
from
excited,
an A's fan,
man.
Good luck, Giants. Let's bring it home for the Bay Area.
I'm excited. You know, it'd be a great day, great sports day in the Bay Area. You can go watch watch the Niners take on the Giants, the New York Football Giants there early on, and then just catch a boat there to watch. Oh, and Leveron gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage there. Big stop there by Isaac Carell. And Carell has had a big game here defensively for the Tigers.
Yeah, they got him listed here as a running back and a linebacker. But if I'm the defensive coach, I'm going to beg to keep him on my defensive side the entire game because he's constantly in the backfield just interrupting all these plays. Carell's looking real solid on defense.
Yeah, going back there to that Cardinals and Cardinals Senators. That was the old Washington Senators. Cardinals Nationals game. I mean, man, a squandered opportunity there by the Nats. They got out to an early 6-0 lead in the third inning as Kane Rath takes a pass in the flat, able to get out to the first down, crossing midfield down to the Roseville 49. 5.5, inside 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, if I'm the San Francisco Giants, though, I'm pretty excited that the Cardinals they pulled out that one.
Well, you get to start the NLCS at home.
Yeah, not only that,
and I tell you, Washington has owned the Giants this season. So
history shows that the Giants have already beat the Cardinals in the National League Championship Series to go on and win their World Series a couple years ago. So if I'm the Giants, I'm excited to play the Cardinals again.
And off to Leveron. Leveron having no spot to go.
That was the tackle by Austin Ash. He's able to get in the backfield, bring the ball carrier down for a minimal gain. Another good play by Roseville's defense. Let's see if they can't try to cause a punt here or maybe a turnover or something. They need to get the ball back in their offense's hands as that clock is just continuously clicking down to 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this game. Yeah,
they do. I mean, and that's exactly what Del Oro is doing well here is, while they may not be, when it looks like Roseville defensively has had some good stops, it's just being able to convert these third and fourth downs for Del Oro is what's helped them to maintain possession. As Monroe able to slip a couple of tackles, cuts back the other way, gets out to first down territory, able to be brought down finally at the Roseville 30 as it looked like Austin Ash on the stop, and we got a flag here. Looks like it's going to go against Roseville. We've got someone lost their hat out on the field, and Coach Cunha upset with the officials.
That was Grant Jansen that lost his helmet out there for the Roseville Tigers. I believe Coach Cunha is out there trying to explain to these referees that his player lost his helmet and yet was still involved in a tackle as his player was trying to run to the side of the field.
Well, here, I mean, as soon as a player loses their helmet, they blow the whistle, if I'm not mistaken. And so I think that's what Coach Cunha is arguing. Roseville fans cheering here for the Tigers. We'll see what the call here is going to be.
The referee's running to the side, so I'm picking something up. Flag.
So are they going to wave off the flag here? Then they're going to give Del Oro the first down, but he picks up the flag. Roseville fans not happy. Like to see some explanation in here as to what the situation was.
Yeah, I agree.
Perhaps I guess usually the official gives a signal that there's no flag on the play by waving the flag. Unsportsman, no, they're going to give a sportsmanlike conduct here to Roseville.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a sideline penalty.
Yeah, it could be it. So 4:12 to go here as the Roseville fans get up, get loud. Some of the fans on their feet. They're going to march off the 15 yards here.
Yeah, I would have to say that's a sideline penalty. I didn't see any unsportsmanlike from anybody on the field. Again, the ref making sure we know unsportsmanlike. But I'm going to have to say that was a sideline penalty because everything on the field looked good.
4:12 to go here in the fourth quarter as Del Oro marching. They lead the Roseville Tigers 17-7.
Nonetheless, on that last play that happened, Brandon Monroe, he completely made that all by himself, made a bunch of people miss, picked up the first down. Good play by Monroe. Was a little bit confused at all the distractions there. Had to give Monroe his credit.
Here's LeVar. Handoff inside. Cainrath able not getting much on the run. Picks up about a yard. 17-7. And so you wonder if this 3:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll see if Roseville can keep Del Oro out of the end zone.
Yeah, that unsportsmanlike penalty was actually really big. It put him into field goal range, which could make this a full-on 2-touchdown game. So that could come back to bite the Roseville Tigers in the end.
Here's LeVar. Hand off to Leveron. Leveron gets dropped behind. Got to about the line of scrimmage there, though, but Corral again on the stop.
Yeah, Isaac Corral always if you're going to hand the ball to somebody, Isaac Corral's going to be there to tackle you. He's just all over the ball. Great linebacker, playing great out of the linebacker position is Corral all night long.
So bring up a 3rd and 9 here from the Roseville 15.
Yeah, they have to make this stop here. 3 is all they can afford to give up.
Band gets up on and loud. As you can hear, here's a play action. Pass complete to Mateer. Or as Hudek.
Yeah, I couldn't tell which number.
Number 8 there, so it's Mateer.
Nonetheless, a great play call by Del Oro. I even thought they handed the ball off. The next thing you know, he's running a bootleg, a naked bootleg out to the side. Found his receiver wide open for the first down. Picked it up. That's pretty much the heart stopper for the Roseville Tigers with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this game. And Del Oro still with the ball and looking like they're going to put points up.
Yeah, down to the 3-yard line here for Del Oro. Here's a handout to Cainrath. He's going to stop behind the line of scrimmage there. Jordan Kanasic on the stop. The linebacker there for the Tigers. Brings up 2nd and goal from the Roseville 5. So Roseville Minute 47 to go here, but Roseville holding strong all the way down, being still, maintaining and in it. A surprising, here's a handoff there to Leveron. Leveron able to rumble in for the 5-yard score. And that's going to be about it there for Roseville's chances here of coming back.
Man, that sucks for Roseville. They played great defense throughout the whole entire game, giving up their first offensive touchdown with a minute 34 seconds to go in the game. Great defensive play by the Tigers throughout the entire night. Unfortunately, the Tigers' offense wasn't able to give them any kind of room. It looks like they are going to fall to the Del Oro Golden Eagles here tonight. That's pretty sad. 23-7 does not really explain how close this game was.
Right.
A couple small mistakes by the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, you give up the opening kickoff. It's a 98-yard return there by Brandon Monroe, who just came back after missing 4 weeks due to a knee injury. And then another 60-yard interception return for the touchdown was really pretty much what sealed it. But Roseville there the entire way just could never finish, could never close the deal.
Yeah, just a couple small mistakes. If you take away the opening kickoff and the pick six, this is a 7-10 ball game, and pretty much without those two plays, that pretty much makes Del Oro up. They would be up 3 points right now with a minute and a half, so Roseville would be right in it without those two mistakes.
So Del Oro was going to go ahead and move to 2-0 in the Sierra Foothill League. 3-4 overall. Roseville will drop to 0-2 in Sierra Foothill League and 1-6 overall, as Rosano takes the kickoff down to the 24-yard line.
Even though Roseville Tigers are going to come away here with a loss, there's definitely things to be worked on here. They looked real good on defense. Like I said, didn't give up an offensive touchdown until under 2 minutes in the game. So that's something that they need to work on. Obviously, they figured out a little too late that they weren't able to run the ball, so they decided to try their trickery plays at a couple of those flats and a couple quarterback keepers a little bit too late. But nonetheless, Roseville Tigers just putting in all their heart. Like I said, the 24-7 is just not a representative of this game.
Here's a nice big run there by Downey. Again, a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Gets the first down. A minute and 18 left on the clock. Let's see what Roseville, as the clock continues to run. Here are the Tigers. Downey in shotgun formation again. Low snap. Here's Rosano. Rosano out in the flat. He steps out of bounds. So we'll stop the clock, but short of the first down. Inside of a minute to go.
Yeah. 59 seconds to go here in this one. Let's see if Roseville can't go. I'd hate to call it a garbage time touchdown, but let's pretty much try to go get a touchdown to where it's going to give them a little bit of something to look forward to going into next week's game.
Downey fakes a pass. This is going up top there. Pass intended, a nice, good job to break it up there, but Lopez, the pass was intended to Lopez, but Cody Otten had gotten his hands on it, but good job by Lopez to break that up.
Yeah, that was a 12-on-12 there. Always makes it a little bit easier for our broadcasting when it's the same number, defending the same number.
So 50 seconds to go here. And it brings up 3rd and 4 here for the Tigers. Pass complete there to Rosano, I believe. Yeah, pass complete to Rosano.
That was a good tackle by number 22, Josh Krager. He was able to keep him from getting out of bounds, so the clock will only stop temporarily to move the chains, and as soon as the chains are reset, that clock will be moving. So good play by number 22, Josh Krager, to keep that the ball carrier in. We're going to get a timeout from Roseville here with 26 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Obviously, Coach Kuna wants to go down and put some points up. give his players a little bit something to be happy about. They definitely deserve more than the 7 points that are on the board.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they've been playing tough game going for them all night long. They've been playing. The defense has held strong, and pretty much. I mean, as I try to get.
You definitely wouldn't be able to tell by the band that their team is about to lose. Got the band and the crowd still very much into this game with only 26 seconds to go. Definitely good. It's always good to have a good following out here.
So Roseville going to go ahead and take on Nevada Union. Nevada Union having a bit of a down year this year, but the schedule doesn't get much easier here for the Tigers. But in the Sierra Foothill League, the schedule isn't really ever let up here for either side.
Yeah, like you said, it's like the SEC for high school football here in the Sacramento area. So pretty solid teams coming out of this Foothill League.
Pass is low here but Rosano able to make the catch as Roseville quickly lines up. 18 seconds to go. Band trying to get as much of their songs out of their playlist here, out of their set list before time expires. Here's get pressure. Downey looking downfield, gets it out of his hands. Pass is picked off. Or is he going to be out of bounds? They're going to call him complete interception? No, they're going to say incomplete pass.
Nonetheless,
as time winds down on the clock. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to PlayOnSports.com for our post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Del Oro Golden Eagles have defeated the Roseville Tigers 24-7 on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Well, folks, welcome to the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. We're working on getting our interview with our player of the game, Brandon Monroe. Brandon Monroe, obviously, with 2 touchdowns here tonight. Some interesting touchdowns, more of the special teams and defensive touchdowns. Open up the game with a 98-yard touchdown return on the kickoff, and then follow that up on the second defensive possession there for Del Oro, a 60-yard interception return. So Brandon Monroe, he's committed to San Jose State. Will be going and playing at San Jose State next year. Coming back off of a knee injury, and a remarkable way to start the league play for him, and a remarkable return there for Brandon Monroe. So we hope you'll stay with us on the PlayOnSports.com postgame show as we have a live interview with our player of the game, Brandon Monroe. That's coming up next on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Well, welcome back to PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football here in the Sac-Joaquin Valley. I'm Joey Gonzalez right here with our player of the game right here tonight, Brandon Monroe of the Del Oro Golden Eagles. And first, I just want to say congratulations, Brandon, and not just only on the victory, but if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and adjust your microphone here real quick. Not just on the victory, but being able to make it back. So my first question to you is, you've missed 4 weeks there of action with the knee injury. But the first time you touched the ball, able to take it out 98 yards for the touchdown. Just describe to us what that felt like.
It was an amazing feeling. I was out and it was killing me, being out there not in pads and just seeing our players warm up, it was killing me. So this week was a really big week for me. And it felt great to be back, with my team on the field.
Well, we talked to some of the trainers out earlier before the ball game. They said you had a great week of practice. Talk about just being able to get the pads back on and being able to get out there with your teammates and what that felt like.
Yeah, it wasn't really easy. I kind of had to work into it. My knee was kind of iffy, but it felt really good at the end of the week, and I'm glad I was able to be an impact for my team this week.
So talk about usually, as you said, sometimes when you come back from injury, it takes a little while to get work into it. The first time you took contact, did that ease into being able to make you a little bit more relaxed for the ball game?
Yeah, it felt a little weird at first, but it just started getting better and better. It started loosening up, and it just started feeling better, and just works.
Right. So a 60-yard interception return. Talk about that play and what you saw on the quarterback and how you were able to take that for that return.
I was reading the quarterback's shoulders, and he kind of looked at the number 3 receiver on the opposite side. So I kind of played over there, cheated over a little bit, and ball's in the air, perfect play. Came up and make a play, and then we practiced our DB highway drill, and so they blocked for me really well.
Right, yeah. I mean, they pretty much opened up a lane for you and just had it all the way for 60 yards. And then offensively, though, you had a number of carries. But talk about the job that Roseville did defensively, because it wasn't until the final, inside the final 2 minutes that you guys were finally able to get in the end zone. Talk about what they did defensively that was difficult to convert any downs and get into the end zone for you guys.
Well, I thought they were a lot more aggressive than our O-line was, to be completely honest. their D-line, I know Grant Jensen, number 3, that he just came in really hard. It was just honey badger. He just came in, didn't really care. He just came up and hit.
You guys started off the season 0-4, but have come back now 3 wins in a row. It's one of those situations where the record does not really match who you guys are. So talk about this 3-game winning streak and what that does for your confidence and the morale moving forward.
Yeah, it means a lot. That 3-game winning streak, every streak starts with a 1 win, and that's what we felt when we beat James Logan, and we just want to keep on rolling, keep it going all the way up to possibly stay. I mean, if we can make there. Well,
you guys have a tough your big rival next week against Granite Bay. Talk about what you guys are going to be doing, facing leading up to that game next week.
We just got to practice hard. We got to keep this streak going and play hard. We can't be content with what we're at. We got to just keep getting better and better every practice.
Well, again, Brandon, I want to wish you congratulations on the game. Congratulations being able to come back and looking great and healthy. How's the knee feeling tonight?
Oh, great.
All right, awesome. Well, Brandon Monroe of the Del Oro Golden Eagles, as Del Oro has beat Roseville here tonight, 24-7. Make sure you stick around right here. I'm Joey Gonzalez right here. Thank you again to Brandon Monroe, our player of the game right here on PlayOnSports.com.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back here to the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. Joey Gonzalez alongside Jason Patterson, our color analyst for the ball game. Del Oro beating the Roseville Tigers 24-7 right here in Roseville, California. Del Oro moving to 3-4 now, and Roseville, however, dropping to 1-6. But a tough ball game here for Roseville. Was not the blowout that we were expecting. Really, as you said there earlier, Jason, the score does not match what the end result was.
Yeah, not at all. The Roseville Tigers, they came out here. They played a great game. They were solid on defense throughout the entire game. They, like I said earlier, they only gave up 1 touchdown. That was with about a minute and a half to go in the entire game. They gave up a field goal prior to that, but again, late in the fourth quarter. So nonetheless, great defense by Roseville Tigers. Del Oro just happened to get those 2 quick touchdowns to start the game, the kick return by Brandon Monroe, and then the pick 6 again by Brandon Monroe. So they were able to get those 2 touchdowns that kept pretty much the Tigers at bay the entire game.
Really had a great conversation there with Brandon. He talked about the impact of coming back and being able to come back on that knee. But what do you think that big return did there for the Del Oro psyche, to have your star running back come back, and first time he touches the ball, he's able to take it to the house?
Yeah, it's always a good thing when you have a weapon out there as big as Brandon Monroe, and he goes out on an injury. You're always going to be worried how he's going to perform when he comes back. First play, he touches the ball, he takes it 98 yards. With a knee injury, and you got your guy taking it 98 yards, that pretty much puts all worries just away, and you know that he's back and that he's ready to keep it moving and make his way straight into San Jose State.
Yeah, good showing here tonight by the Roseville Tigers. Is just having 4 seniors starting on their starting lineup. Only gave up, as you said, 1 offensive touchdown. So talk about Roseville's impact and what they have to look forward to, maybe even moving into next year.
I would definitely keep an eye on the defense. Their defense is looking great. To stop a guy like Brandon Monroe, who's coming in here so explosive, you obviously have to be pretty explosive to go ahead and get a team like San Jose State to commit to you already. So for them to come in here and limit him to no offensive touchdowns in this entire game, I'd say that's a real good thing to look forward for by the Roseville defense. And like you said, they are a young team, so they have a lot of things to look forward in the future. Their JV did win tonight's game, so that's one thing to look out for. I definitely wouldn't be surprised surprised if you see Roseville in the playoffs come next year or the year after.
Right, yeah. Coach Cunha doesn't have a lot of down years. Usually if he has a down year, the following year is a bounce back year. So, so good things coming on the horizon here for Roseville. So Del Oro moves on. They're going to go ahead. They moved to 3-4. They're going to go ahead and play their rival Granite Bay next week. So it should be an exciting game there for the Granite Bay fans. I know PlayOnSports.com usually carries the Granite Bay games, and then Roseville will go ahead and take on Nevada Union. So that's going to wrap it up from Hanson Field here on the campus of Roseville High School in Roseville, California, where the Del Oro Golden Eagles defeated the Roseville Tigers 24 to 7. Yeah, 24-7. I was thinking 23-7. We'd like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football from Roseville, California. Be sure to check out PlayOnSports.com's for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Brian Hassler, our videographer, Victor Adams, my color analyst here, Jason Patterson, I'm Joey Gonzalez, and I want to say so long. We hope you join us next Friday night right here on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com.